What's up guys, we're back here in the detail garage with this Skyline R32. Now we've already started by washing it, we're getting it ready for its next step in the detailing process. We're going to go ahead and detail the engine bay. We know you guys want to see what's underneath the hood, so do we. So let's pop this thing and see what we're working with. Slap my ass and call me Lucy, that's a pretty motor. This is an inline 6-cylinder, turbocharged obviously. It's got a lot of goodies all over it, chrome pieces, carbon fiber. It's a really dressed up engine bay, so we want to detail it, get it looking as best as it can. Now I'm not allowed to say that this thing has 600 horsepower, but I just did. So now the current owner just got this vehicle. Previous owner had it stored in their garage where it got really dirty. That's why they brought it to us to detail it. As you can see, there's dirt, debris, all kinds of dust. It's just been sitting, so it's things that are typical. We're gonna clean it up, get it looking right. EcoSmart is gonna be a super easy and quick way to get all that dust and debris off. All you have to do is spray it on any kind of surface. It's got a lot of chrome pieces, it's got all this carbon fiber pieces, but it's safe for it. Just spray it on and we'll wipe it off with a clean microfiber towel. Now I should mention, whenever you're doing any kind of engine bay detailing, wait for it to cool down before you start, cleaning in there, because you can burn yourself or else you can get some weird effects with the chemicals drying on it. This vehicle's been sitting for a few hours already. So now we'll just wipe off this EcoSmart, and already it looks a lot better. Now EcoSmart is safe to use on any painted surfaces, any clear surfaces, so you can get it on the carbon fiber, you can get it on the polished areas, you can get it on the glass. It's all safe for that material. So I've just finished detailing the motor here. Now obviously you can get more in depth and get a pressure washer and degreaser and get like all over the motor, but for the most part the top half is the only part you can see, and that's where all the dust lands. That's the part that I cleaned up, got it looking right. Also, cleaning your engine bay is not only, it looks better, but it's also a safety measure. Like things like this is a cracked fan shroud. This is something that needs to be replaced. And while you're in there, you can check for oil leaks, radiator leaks, things like that. Now that we went ahead and cleaned it, it's time to protect it. Jet Seal not only adds gloss, but it's also going to protect the surface from, exposure to too much heat, maybe harsh elements, from, wearing out the surface prematurely. What you want to do is shake up the product and then apply it to your applicator. Now Jet Seal is safe for any painted surfaces, carbon fiber, chrome, polished pieces, things like that. And underneath the hood here, there's a lot of polished pieces and there's a lot of carbon fiber. So what you want to do is blotch it out, pretty much like when you're applying it to regular paint surfaces. And then you're just going to spread it out in an even coat, and then it only takes about 15 minutes for it to flash, and then you'll just come back and buff off the excess. Now just like most of our products, a little bit goes a long way, so you don't need a whole lot to cover the entire engine bay. Just a few drops, you spread it out, and then an even coat, you can coat almost the entire surface with just a little bit of product. So now I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes and we'll come back and buff it off. I've let the Jet Seal sit for about 15 minutes, now I'm going to buff it off. I chose to go with these Happy Ending plush microfiber towels. They're super great because they trap a lot of product without, streaking or causing any kind of damage to the paintwork. Also, they're edgeless, so it won't create any scratch or swirls. Now all you have to do is pick a spot where you've applied your Jet Seal, and just start buffing it off. Now it's important when you're wiping off any kind of product that you go back and forth in straight lines, because say you do pick up a rock or a stick or something and it starts scratching the surface, it's a lot more noticeable to see a circle scratch than it is to see a straight scratch. And also if you're going to do any paint corrections, it's a lot easier to remove a straight scratch as opposed to doing a swirl. Now while we were waiting for the jet seal to dry, I went ahead and put some on the grill here and also on the headlights. This is going to give it more clarity, more shine, and also more of a durable protection. Now this is the shine you want to see when you pop your hood.